We're visiting family for the holidays, and I cannot stop eating minty Christmas things, candy canes, peppermint bark. So Adam was nice enough to try and make me a Christmas beer with chocolate and peppermint.
First things first, let's take a look at the stars of our show. We have 1 pound of cocoa nibs purchased from chocolatealchemy.com, which are specifically made for brewing beer. We also have 10 ounces of candy canes, which we purchased from Candyality here in Chicago. Next, ask your cat what temperature to set your brewing vessel to. Set it to 155 degrees Fahrenheit to heat up about 2.5 gallons of water. Next, let's take a look at our grains. To get that extra thick, chocolatey taste, we will be using both pale and regular chocolate malts. Full recipe in the description. Dump your grains into your brewing vessel and begin your mash. We will mash at 145 degrees for 30 minutes and 158 degrees for another 30 minutes. Accidentally turn on the drainage faucet and spill hot water all over the ground. Then, turn on your pump and sit back and relax. Once you're done mashing, go ahead and lift up your grains and allow all that sweet, sticky, delicious wort to drain from your grains. Take 4 gallons of water that you heat up on the side to 168 degrees Fahrenheit and dump 1 gallon at a time over your grains to get every single last molecule of sugar into your kettle. Bring to a boil and let everything boil for 1 hour. About 50 minutes later, take your candy canes and drop them into the wort. Give things a stir so you don't have to clean out burnt candy canes later. Add your wort chiller to the beer 5 minutes later. Then, take half of your cocoa nibs, which have conveniently been transferred to a hot bag, and drop them into your boiling solution. Let everything sit for 5 minutes and allow the cocoa to steep. Chill things down to 170 degrees, and then add your hops and half a pound of lactose sugar to your solution. Let everything chill for 20 minutes, and then cool down to room temperature and put in your fermenter. To avoid any nasties from ruining your beer, put your remaining cocoa nibs into a clean jar and fill with Everclear. Let this sit for at least 24 hours to fully kill off anything. Allow your beer to ferment for at least 1 to 1.5 weeks. Once things slow down, open your fermenter and toss in your cocoa nibs along with the Everclear. Let this sit for 2 to 4 days and then transfer your beer to a keg or bottles. Now, let's find out how it tastes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I like that you can really taste not just the chocolate and the peppermint with this, but it also has like a nice roast characteristic to it.
It smells very minty. So I think that's really nice as you go in for it. I'm normally not a dark beer kind of person, but it doesn't really taste super heavy like a stout. It's very drinkable.
Yeah, I think what's also kind of interesting too is I think it smells more like mint than it tastes like mint. It doesn't have a super strong mint, so I think next time I might do more candy canes with it.
When you first drink it, it tastes like mint just for a second, and it really finishes strong on chocolate.
What I do next time is I might do more lactose because it's not super sweet. So it's more like a bitter, kind of like dark chocolate. But overall, I mean, I really am pleased with the results. So I think I'll make this again next year, just with a few tweaks. It's probably going to be a perfect Christmas beer. What would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10?
Probably like a 7.
I'd probably go, 7, 7.5, 8. I think there's just a few tweaks that need done, and then once we do that, we're gonna have a surefire winner every Christmas.
Adam attempted to do this last year and use spearmint on accident, and this is wildly better than that. So we're improving every year.
Just imagine like drinking a stout or a porter and then also eating a stick of 5 gum at the same time. That was 1000% what it tasted like. So we're moving in the right direction. Cheers.
Cheers. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.